This assault was an act of evil, an act of hatred, and an act of terror. It was a crime against our entire nation. It was a crime against humanity. I am determined to ensure that the animal who perpetrated this atrocity pays the steepest possible price.
Fox News alert, FBI investigating the shooting of 2 National Guard members as an act of terror, as the DHS confirms the suspect is an Afghan national who entered the U.S. on a visa under the Biden administration. Fox News contributor and former NYPD inspector Paul Morrow joins us now. Paul, you've done a yeoman's job of covering this tragic story breaking, and you yesterday were one of the first to tell me you felt this would be considered an act of terror. What do we know now, and why do you see it as this act of terror?
Well, first of all, the way the fact pattern played out, right? So he comes around the corner. There's a whole group of National Guardsmen. He starts firing into a group, right? That argues it's likely a suicide mission. You get a suicide mission, you start thinking that, okay, we likely have an ideological purpose here. So just under those facts, and you're starting to get into a political ideological purpose, you start to get into the terrorism realm. Then you have the fact that it's happening on federal territory. All of Washington is federal territory. That gives you federal jurisdiction. Now pretty much all you need is the fact that he did it for an ideological purpose. And remember something, the people he shot are also federal employees. As federal agents of the federal government, it brings you under that rubric of a federal charge. So when this all washes out, assuming it's just him, he's either going to have a terrorism charge or an attempted murder charge with a terrorism enhancement. Either way, the T word's going to be there.
So this 29-year-old was brought over under the Operation Allies Welcome, of which some 90,000 came under that in the wake of the disastrous withdrawal from Afghanistan. What else have we learned about him? Fox talked to the CIA director, John Ratcliffe, saying that he may have been part of working with the CIA operation.
Yeah, you know, this is a delicate and dicey thing because you have people in country at a time that American soldiers were there doing their job, and you had people, natives there, people that were native to that country, willing to assist and, in fact, fighting against the Taliban. Now, when I worked intelligence 15 years here in New York, right, I had Afghan guys who worked for me and who told me about what it was like over there, and they knew if they helped American soldiers, there was a target on their backs, and they really had to get out of town. Otherwise, their whole family would be killed. You're talking about the Taliban. They're not exactly known for their jurisprudence. Everybody is going to go. So a lot of those people, the American government vetted and brought in. The difference is...
Please subscribe to our official channel, USA News,